Right, let me just share this out.
Hello, hello.
Yes, hello. Let me just share this, stream it to Facebook, public. Save.
Just now my internet got disconnected, man, for a few seconds. Shit.
Yeah. All right. Could you see?
Okay. Live ready.
All right. We are live now. We are live now.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
Okay. Hello. Hello. We just wait for a few more minutes for people to come in.
Can. Those who come in, please type hello. Let us know you're live. You can see some people are coming in.
Okay. So you are able to see the live also, right?
Yes. Looks good. So who just joined us? I think, please just type hello, if you're in.
Yeah.
We got 7 people watching right now. I'm getting
All
nervous
right.
speaking in front of Dato.
Yes. Winston. All right. It's running now.
Yeah.
Hello, those
Those
who
of you
just
are listening,
joined.
come on, type in hello. Hi, Marco Xiao.
Hello. Okay. Looks good.
Yep.
Right. Shall we start?
Yep. Can.
Okay. A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first series on this sharing. So as I posted on the Facebook, um, it's more like a sharing rather than it's hi Dato Marco. I see your hi. Thank you. So this is the first of the series of the new normal life that I'm thinking to share through several close friends. So one of the first person that I contacted is Vince Tan, and he has very kindly agreed with this invitation to share what is all about this new normal life, or in short, I call it the NNL, new normal life, that we are trying to adjust now. So uh, Vince is a leading authority in digital marketing in entrepreneurship. So if you see his Facebook, he has a lot of followers, and recently he's been doing a lot of things. I'm in close contact with him from time to time. Um, but I would like to know, okay, perhaps for everybody's watching live now, thank you so much. Those who just joined in, we just started. Please say hi, so that we know you're here. For those who just joined, and or for those who are watching this as a video subsequently. So I'd like to hear from Vince Tan. Maybe for a start, please tell us a little bit about yourself and what have you been doing during this MCO.
All right. Thank you very much, Dato, for for inviting for this session. Truly appreciate it. So during this IMCO, what I've been doing, I think I've been probably much busier than before MCO. I think there was a lot of influx on the adaptation of the digital new life, and then you can see that a lot of people starting to go online, trainers lah, business owners lah. I mean, they're trying to leverage on the online, on the internet, to do a lot of things, and coming from the perspective of people, tend to like ask for help, or I mean, we get a lot of requests coming in. Even our own projects also, we are busy doing that as well. So I would say it's not far off from my usual daily routine, except that instead of business-wise, I think we have been extremely busy on that. So last 20 days was like 2 hours of sleep every day. So it was quite an extreme situation. We don't have enough manpower to help a lot of our clients and a lot of our friends and network as well. So that was one thing. But I think the other thing is also, of course, on a personal level, quite a lot of habits and things change as well. I mean, like we have to buy things online, groceries and all that. We try not to travel out there. Although I'm a very online person, but I think this was pushing it to a very extreme level. Like kind of like I want to drink soup, and my family don't really know how to cook soup or whatever it is. So like imagine I actually for the first time ever order Chinese herbal soup from Tin Tai Fung. All right, like they
Oh
send that
yes, yeah.
soup frozen. So like I just put in the microwave, press the button, and I have like really nice soup to drink. And I thought that was quite interesting, to be honest with you. So I think yeah, the experience has been quite interesting, and seeing how a lot of people have shift the way that they do things, and their habits as well. Which I think, to be honest with you, I have to say that I'm very biased. I'm happy that these habits happen, because it's just going to mean that digital adaptation is going to continuously on the rise. So I think it's good for everyone. Those who don't believe in digital or didn't dare to buy things online, didn't dare to buy groceries online. Now that when they try the first time, as long as the experience is good, I think it is on the step forward to a more a society which going to adapt digital even more in their life. So I think, to me, if you ask me, I think it's good. But but of course, some people just can't wait to get back out to their daily lives out in the physical world. But I still think it's quite a good thing moving forward, if you ask me. That not about everybody getting sick or virus. I'm talking about like habits change. I think it's for the better. I think
I see.
it's not a bad thing. Yeah.
So
So
did,
that's
did I
my
hear did I hear correctly that you say just now, you slept almost like 2 hours per in a day? So,
yes.
yeah, so I mean, tell us or you share with us what exactly things that you have been doing this during this MCO, and perhaps this could be something people could learn or could do during this MCO.
Well, actually, the last 7 or 8 days, I organized like a launch of getting 16 digital marketers together. Because I mean, I've been doing digital marketing for like what 30 years, since 1993, and I think this time, out of nowhere, it just hit my head that I thought, why don't I just bring this knowledge that I have and the network that I have to come and teach fellow, I mean, whether it's an individual or business owner. I think the one skill that will help them to survive and thrive during crisis and beyond is actually digital marketing. And I believe this very, very much. And I just thought that I want to do something about it. Instead of keep listening to all this negative news about virus every day, people like forwarding all this stuff, I said, let's just do something about it. So last 10 days, I assembled like 16 marketers, some of the best in the world. I mean, these are my friends or people that do business with for a very long time. I said, come on board, teach the skills that can pay the bills. And so they came on board, and I managed to negotiate with all the speakers. So we managed to do that pricing down to like 99 ringgit, and it
Wow,
was
wow,
really
that's
a
good.
pure, yeah. So it was purely content. There was no pitching from these 16 speakers. Some people who are more unfamiliar with seminar industry, they thought that these speakers are going to pitch. No, I struck a deal with them. I told them purely content and purely actionable content. So they came in, they learned, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, all that different platforms got different experts, and that works out pretty well. And I think it's because we start with the right intention. So end up, we had 9,000 people watching my Facebook live doing this introduction of that program about 10 days ago. And out of 9,000, we had close to about 4,000 people enroll into that. And in fact, after they enroll, they go through this 5-day class. Every day, four teachers. So it was very intense. 5 days from 9:30 in the morning to 10 p.m. at night. Sometimes 10:30 p.m. at night is even more aggressive than university. And by the end of day 5, we have people like, for example, which I felt that it was a very good thing that we have done. This lady called Josephine, she's a fitness trainer. But at this moment, how to do fitness training? She lost her income. She was very desperate, and she recorded a video and tells us that she was desperate. And what happened was that by day 5 over, that means finish the lesson at 10 something at night. At 2 a.m., she recorded a video testimonial for us, and she said that something magical happened. She tried and tested to do certain things that we teach in the class, some of the teachers, and she already got leads coming in to inquire about, getting her to teach, the fitness stuff. I mean, through, Zoom or whatever it is, right? So she was really in tears because she didn't know that this was possible, because she didn't know what to do, right? So what I'm trying to say is that, digital, I mean, like, I'm being biased here. I know we are not talking about digital marketing today, but whoever that's listening, right, I'm just trying to say that digital marketing is really one of the very important skills to have, to pay the bills, to make some income, or to help your business to grow. And I think every single one of us should at least have a bit of knowledge on that. Regardless whether we implement or not, if we know, then we can hire someone to implement, you see. But if you don't know that these are all the available weapons out there, then we think Facebook is the only thing in the world. Then how do we tackle this issue, right? So yeah, that was a project that was very busy with, over the last 10 days, but it works out really well. So ended up, I was helping Michael Tan, the property guy, to do his summit, and then I did my summit, and then now I'm helping my apprentice like Dennis to do his virtual summit in Chinese, and then I'm helping Steven to do e-commerce summit. And I have lined up another few more summits coming forward, which I think is really good for everyone, to acquire knowledge that during this moment, and to upgrade themselves, so that when lockdown, everything go back to normal at them, at least they have already upgraded their skills during this moment.
Right.
So yeah, so it's so a lot of things happening, and those are the things that I was busy with.
Right. So could you share a few tips? I know they have to go through 5 days of course. Maybe if you say 3 tips on digital marketing, what people should know before they even go into digital marketing. Maybe you share with the people who are watching at this moment. 3 tips.
Okay, I think there of course there are many things that a lot of people can do. All right. But what I'm trying to say here is this. I think the problem is that people have too much of fear when it comes to things that's related to computer, or doing some advertising and stuff like that. I can only say that, number one, if you are an individual that's offering a product or services, that means you are teaching something to someone, or you are providing some kind of service, or you're doing like tutoring over the internet, or fitness training over the internet, teaching a Tai Chi over the internet, whatever. I mean, that means you are self-employed. That's what I'm trying to say. Self-employed situation, I think, number one, do consider using Facebook Live to promote your product and services. That means take out the camera, do a Facebook Live, regardless how many friends you have, and start doing it. All right. Even if you only have 5 people, 10 people watching, doesn't matter. It's a very good start to begin with first. That's my number one thing. And if you do it cleverly, you encourage people like, hey, if you can tag 3 friends and all that, tomorrow I'll pick up a winner to give away a 20 ringgit Starbucks card. You can try and say, there's no harm in doing that. Do a simple giveaway. It's you know that people love free gifts, man. So just do something like that. Do a Facebook Live and then say that, hey guys, if you share with 3 friends, you tag 3 friends or whatever, I'm going to give you a Starbucks card, and let's see who is the lucky winner. I mean, the simple examples like this would be very helpful, and will bring you I think it will get you some kind of result. Number 2, if you're willing to do that, plus spending a little bit more money, just a couple of 100 ringgits, trying to boost your Facebook Live post or whatever it is, right? I think few 100 ringgit will not kill you, but that few 100 ringgit will potentially get you sufficient amount of I suspect it will most likely be able to bring you some kind of result. I think there's one bakery friend that a cake designer that I think Dato you also know, which is Jean and Nick. They are one of the best cake designer in Malaysia. So they are really good in cake designing, But the problem is that they also got advertised on Facebook as well. So, but they are still couldn't survive that well. I was like really puzzled. I was like, what's going on? I said, and I said, okay, so you have done it on Facebook. So I said, okay, how much do you spend? Then he said, like, if I'm not wrong, was something like very small amount, like 20, 30, 40 ringgit kind of thing. And then they stopped. So I was like, why you stop? You know, so they couldn't give an explanation, which I think is quite normal. A lot of people like just okay try a bit and then like mixed result, then they just froze and they just don't do anymore. So I mentored them and I helped them. And what happened was that now ended up like when they spend like the last I heard, if they spend about 50 ringgit, they will get like 1,000 ringgit worth of business. So then I said, okay, so what do you think you should do next? They cannot even answer that. Okay, again, this is no disrespect for anybody, but this is very normal behavior for people who really just not getting used to digital stuff, right? So I said, if you spend 50 ringgit to get 1,000, so what's your next step? Obviously, spend 500 to get 10,000 worth of jobs, correct or not? So then ever since then it's like they just get more than whatever they can fulfill. So if I mean, I'm just saying that it can be as low as like 50 ringgit, 100 ringgit kind of situation. That's what I'm trying to say. So don't be
All right.
afraid of it. Give it a try. At least use Facebook Live, which is free. And if you can spend 50, 100 ringgit to just boost your Facebook Live after you have gone live, all right. If you don't know how to do it, open up a page. Okay, Facebook page is free of charge. Do a Facebook Live on it, and then there's a boost button. All right. I don't recommend you to use that, but because this is not a digital marketing lesson, you can use that for now and just boost it to your area that you can service, all right, for your product and services. I think that is already a very good start to begin with. All right,
All
that's
right.
for this short period of time. I think this is the best, easiest way to do it. All right, and I will give you one more very quick example, which I think could be applicable to a lot of people who are listening this right now or in the near future. Is well, we got a lot of close friends here: Alvin, Go, Rachel, Dennis, Gary, Chua, Joe Xiang.
Okay.
Okay, another simple one is any one of you who have knowledge or some sort of skills. Okay, how do you monetize that? Few weeks ago, one of my students, his name is Katie Gu. He is an insurance seller. Okay, he sells insurance, and he's doing a decently good job. He may not be the number one in the whole country, but he's doing a decently good job in selling insurance. So the last 2 3 weeks was because of the lockdown, he cannot do anything. So and prospecting over the internet doesn't seem to make sense for that industry. So I said, why don't you try to sell your knowledge about teaching other people how to be a better insurance salesman? So then he was like, can work. I said, you don't try, guarantee cannot work. So I said, give it a shot, try it out, do a Facebook Live, introduce your like what have you got to share, and tell people to sign up and see if you can get some kind of sales. So he tried twice, once a week, the last 2 weeks, right? And he tried to sell a 2,000 ringgit program, which is basically to teach you how to be a great insurance salesman. And so he does like a 1.5 hour presentation on a Facebook Live, something like this. All right, but maybe with some PowerPoint or whatever it is. So he present and he told people, you're interested, go to this thing and sign up. That's it. Okay. He does it twice and he did about 50,000 ringgit in sales in that 2 weeks. And then now he has to fulfill that cost by on the internet as well. So that means he has to record it. But after he do that recording, his presentation and record his training, he literally don't have to do it again already, All right. All he has to do next is just to focus on putting up more Facebook ads and get people to come and watch his Facebook Live, which is pre-recorded already. So that means no need to go live anymore already. Do it once and just let it be. So if that guy is banging in 50,000 ringgit in 2 weeks on his first 2 attempts, I think that's a pretty decent number. All right. So I'm just saying that people with any kind of skills can consider this. And if you think that no lah, your skill cannot sell one, you are not the best in the market lah, all these are false belief. Everyone is always a teacher to someone else in this world. So that's my 2 very strong tips for you guys. All right.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. So the next thing I'd like to hear from Vince is that, what do you think about this new normal life, especially after the MCO, when things, when the MCO is lifted. So, the way how we live now, is it going to continue, or, are we going to get back to the same old us that the before, or, things will change? And whatever we're doing now, we still carry on after the post MCO. So what do you think about this new normal life will be?
I think in terms of the habits that's been established throughout this lockdown period will continue, especially the new experience that people are getting through the internet. I mean, if it can work during the MCO, it can still work after the MCO as well. Of course, like online delivery and all that has a spike up. After the MCO is lifted, people can go and buy from wherever they want to buy from. Of course, there'll be some slight drop, but I think the increase, all right, from before MCO is still going to be drastically high. So what I mean by that is that it's very, a very simple term. Whoever that continue to have business that is related to the internet or using the internet as a medium or device or whatever it is, right, will continue to enjoy a growth in their business continuously in the next few years to come and beyond. So, and I suspect this growth, right, is it's literally probably 100% increase easily. All right, right now it's probably at a 300-400% increase, but I believe that after MCO it might drop, but you're still looking at 100% increase prior to MCO and then post MCO, and there's no doubt about that. Again, very simple, right? People who never buy groceries online and then now they buy groceries online and then they realize that, hey, it turns out that expiry date is not an issue, and it seems that these people will choose the freshest and the latest expiry date for us. This is the normal thing that people think about. Buy already, that don't know this person will choose the latest expiry date. But a lot of people don't know that these groceries online, right? They are shopping the way that you are shopping as well. They will check to make sure that they pick the latest expiry date on the shelf for you as well. And they make sure that it is not dented as well. They are making sure they choose the most beautiful one for you as well. Whether you're buying apple, tomato, whatever it is. So they act the way that you act, but just that people didn't have faith in that. So but when they receive it and they realize that, hey, actually it's not too bad, and I don't even have to take the trouble to go there. So subsequently, even though the lockdown has been lifted, they'll be thinking like, why did I ever did what I did before MCO? I should have just shop online, and I could have saved my time and then I can spend my time with my family or something like that, even better. So if you ask me, there will be a drop, but I think this will continue, especially in the digital space. I think this is going to be the new norm. I think easily it will be a 100% increase. There is no doubt about that. So which I think is a good thing for even those people who are a little bit slow in catching up with the MCO wave, to digitize their business. I think it's not too late. I think those who are listening, if you're doing a business, you got to figure out how to go into digital, and you got to use digital for your business no matter what. I just think you're gonna make so much more money than ever before. So that's my train of thoughts.
So basically, digital is the way to get to your customers during MCO and also post MCO, because people are get used to it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, 20 over days of building the habit. I think it will stick to them. I really think so. All right. Even those auntie uncle that I saw, they don't know how to do. Also, they will ask their children to order. So what happens is that when they see their children order for them, all right, even though they are afraid of the device, but then when they see the goods that they receive, assuming that it's a great experience, then they will start to accept that actually it's okay. And then when they went back to normal, that time the children is not around, then they just force themselves to have to figure out, because they'll be like, yeah, why do I even go to pasar pagi? I should just order online. If my children could do it and I could receive the goods and I see it's good, then I should just continue this. So I'm just thinking that it's good, and it's helping us to move towards cashless society as well, in a way. How China is doing it, it is helping a lot of countries to accelerate towards like what China is doing, having WeChat and all that. It's going to be helpful for the country to move the digital agenda forward. So which means that with cashless society, it just means that we are able to do better transaction, faster transaction, and more secure, and less issue of getting robbed or thieves or whatever it is. So I'm just think overall it's more of positive thing. But having said that, we all know that the worst has yet to come in terms of economic perspective. But of course, today we're just talking about the new norm of the life and habits. Yeah.
Yeah, but picking a brain from the digital marketing authority point of view, for businesses that have zero internet this channel at all at this moment, they do nothing at all. So how difficult it is to get into this internet world to sell the products and services? I mean, can you share some examples from your courses? What kind of students you have met? Totally zero online services at all. But what happened? Then they push themselves and into the space that they are able to channel their services and products to the consumers.
I think the biggest problem is that people don't feel the pain until it's too late. That's one big problem, right? And
I
people always wait
think this is
until
this
then.
is the painful time, right?
Yeah, but then you see if they got few months to survive, right? They just thinking about they thinking about how to solve that current situation rather than trying to innovate and go beyond the chasm. I think a lot of people caught up with that tunnel vision for sure. One, it's like, oh shit, I need to survive. Maybe I should cut down the number of stuff. I should do whatever. That is the immediate thing that people do, and they focus on that. I think there are still so big percentage of people don't think about, like, okay, I need to totally innovate and totally change the way I do things. I think this is the first issue that whatever digital thing we talk about, I think this is one of the biggest issue. And even though I can tell you, uh, my friend who owns a very successful uh, post system, like ordering stuff, whatever, collect money and all that kind of stuff. They open up the channel to like digital to for F&B and all that to get business through the internet, and then be able to deliver and stuff like that. Even opening that up, right, the take up rate was less than 5 to 10%. I have no idea what's that 90% are doing, actually, to be honest with you. I don't know why they're just not willing to do something about it. So I think human is the biggest challenge for us. That's the first thing I would think so. But if not, if people out there who willing to say that I really want to give it a try, right? Then I say that on the very least, go and seek for help. I mean, like really just go and have conversation with people who knows how to do it, right? I'm not saying that you need to get me or whoever it is, but I'm just saying that you got to go out there and just really seek help and just talk to people and just try to figure out. It's the same thing that every problem that you have, you just go and figure out, right? The thing, a lot of people think that, yeah, what if I find the wrong vendor, right? Find the wrong service provider, and then it doesn't work out. It's just the same as everything else as well. So don't just like put it into like digital is the only one that has this problem. Whatever solution you want to find for your company, you will face this problem of having, like, sometimes you may not just find the right vendor. You have to try 2 3 times to get it. So I'm just telling everybody that, if you need help, then go seek for it. And if the first vendor or first service provider cannot do it, then go to the second one. If cannot do it, go to the third one. All right. Eventually you will get somewhere. That's my, it doesn't sound rocket science, but that's the truth. Okay, that's the truth, that you either do something about it, talk to people, burn 2 3 times, you eventually found the right people, or you continue to stay the way that you do, and then 10 years later go through this cycle, we talk the same thing again. So you
Right.
got to do it either way. All right. But
Right.
and a lot of all the fear is unfounded one. That means, like, the fear of, like, yeah, I don't know whether digital is suitable for me or not. Or even if digital is suitable for me, the next thing they speculate, don't know it's going to be expensive or not. All right. Even though after that, whether it's expensive or not, then the next thing they're doing, that don't know can work for me or not. And then this guy don't know it's a right deal or wrong deal or whatever it is. So a lot of all this fear is just very unfounded. My point is that people want to cheat you, they will cheat you either way. So, but the key is that if you try often enough, you eventually hit the right person. Simple as that. If not, just call up my company. Simple as that. Self
Right.
promotion a little bit, but that's my key point there, right? So you don't want to be in that same conversation again in the next 10 years in the same cycle. All right. Just figure out. I mean, like because of all this pain, I read in the newspaper that someone was like on the verge of not even have money to survive, was able to sell some I don't know, is it fish or vegetable or something like that, using Facebook and banking in, like, don't know, tens of thousands per day, in sales, ringgit. And he was
Mm-hmm.
like, supposed to be on the verge of, like, gonna be living on the street already,
Yeah.
So I mean, I was even talking to someone who has like 50 branches, physical retail. I cannot mention the brand, but it's huge. It's a service provider, 50 60 branches, and obviously, it's in big trouble right now. and they're pivoting to selling products. Okay, they want to pivot and sell products, like related to, I cannot say the specific product, but along the lines of like hygiene, sanitizer or whatever, that kind of stuff. All right. So I can tell you an example that there is business like this that's thriving like crazy right now. And you can say that maybe it's riding on a trend, which I have no doubt that the sales will drop after that. But even the sales drop, right, because of the new habit of people tend to be more like, now they have to go and wash their hand more often or sanitize their hand more often or whatever it is. At least it's going to be 100% higher than way before. There's this company that sell the alcohol based wipes. All right. This guy, this young dude, tell me that he's doing almost like 10 million ringgit in the last 12 days, 10 million ringgit in the last 12 days,
Right.
All right.
Okay.
And
impressive.
And those of you listening, I know the question you'll be thinking like, what the hell are you doing? It's the same. All right. It's the same. So and maybe that sounds ridiculous. Okay. I'm gonna give one even better example that is very, very down to earth already. I think we both have a common friend called Dennis Sim. Okay. And he's also teaching local business to go online. So he shared with me one case study not recently, about a year ago. There was this auntie that sell noodle in a hawker stall. His workshop want to learn about digital marketing because he is a single mother, had to take care of the 2 children, and then started a business in a hawker stall because she thought can make more money, but instead she went into 100,000 debt. So went to the class, learned something, and she tried a little bit of those things that Danny said. And you know what? 12 months down the road after the class, right, she was doing 1 million ringgit a year selling noodle in Kuching. All right, not even our capital city. And she became the #1 noodle seller in the whole city. And all she does was, I can tell you, is basic fundamental. Number one, put in a few hundred ringgit on Facebook, okay, to market what? To market her promotion. Her promotion is you go to her shop, eat the noodle, you have a chance to win an iPhone. Okay, sounds basic, but who does it? Nobody does it. All right, so now I'm telling you. So use a bit of Facebook, send people to your shop, and then you do a lucky draw. Okay, so that means people eat 1 bowl, you give them 1 chance to draw. You eat 10 bowl, you get more chance. Okay, if you tapao some more, you get 2 chance. So end up a lot of people go there, eat 1 bowl and tapao 10 packet, and then try to distribute to as many people as possible, so they got more chance to get an iPhone. Just a simple concept like this, a bit of online and a bit of promotion. So Dennis is very good in increasing conversion rate. So end up 1 million ringgit a year over that 12 months. That means it's about 83,000 ringgit a month selling noodle. So if the auntie like this can do it, I mean, like any one of you who is listening, I think you have really got no excuses not to be able to just adapt a little bit of online to your business, one way or another, or even individual. Any one of you who is self-employed, use internet to do something about it. That's what I'm saying. All right.
Okay, so we have a lot of friends are watching. I saw Tan Lei
Yes.
Siong, the PUMM president. Hello, President Tan.
Hello.
A lot of friends. Hello, a lot of friends are joining the discussion now. So basically, this is a discussion where I started to call few close friends of mine to share out on this new normal life. Basically, just pure sharing about what are things that people will do. So I call up go live with few people from different industry to hear different inputs. So just to let everybody know, tonight 8 p.m. I've invited Master Chris Leong on the same platform. Then he'll be doing the same sharing on this topic as well, because I think he'll able to give the insights on the TCM perspective lah. But back to Vince, I think so far I think the message is really go digital. That's the only way to go, because MCO, everybody is locked down at home, and the only way is if we look at our tablets, our mobile to get is the thing between the business and the consumers. So I think Vince also shared a lot of insights about digital marketing, which I'm very, very grateful. And because I think all this he shared during his course, but I think now he's sharing with people around here. Okay,
Yep.
so I mean, any other things that you want to share more? I mean, I told him 30 minutes session, but I look at Vince, he's quite happy to share, and I see friends are joining as well. So yeah, why not? Any other things you want to share before
Well, I
yeah.
think if you ask me, of course, as I said again, I'm very biased towards digital. I mean, like I probably got internet access before most Malaysian do since 1990, calling directly to the US. And since 1990 until today, I think probably that's how many cycle of economic downturn. And usually economic downturn conversations never really been a topic of my life. In fact, the mainly the problem that I have, and this is not to say that I'm not saying that internet is the only thing in the world that matters to me. But what I'm trying to say is that most of the time it wasn't the problem of not having the opportunity. The problem was not having enough time to go after all these online opportunities, using the internet to do various things, to sell things, all right, to make money out of it, to grow business out of it. It's always been like, there's so many opportunities online, but the problem is not having enough time to go after the opportunity. So that's the reason why I'm always very biased towards the internet. Um, Even like recently when I discover about, I mean, the selling knowledge online, creating a webinar, that means like a presentation online and then selling them to a course or whatever. It sounds logical, but it's something that I just discovered like 12 months ago. Like some of my friends who introduced it to me. So while I teach entrepreneur masterclass, I think you know about that class, which is offline, all right, and but I didn't really took the trouble to do it on the online version until I procrastinated until the person that introduced this to me, actually is in fact Dennis, until he said he wanted to help me, but he tell me that please prepare some presentation or whatever and he'll help me to sort it out. I said okay, I'll do it. 3 months later he asked me, I said I will do it. 9 months later I said I'll do it. 1 year later he told me, hey Vince, I make about 1.2 million selling my Facebook course on the internet. Even though he got a physical workshop, he did 1.2 million ringgit on the internet selling his course. So I was like, my God, why didn't you tell me earlier? And then he said, yeah, I told you 12 months ago. So after that, I quickly get it up and running. Just took my just quickly do a 1.5 hour presentation recording. No matter how busy I was, and then he set it up. He put it online, and then the course that I did was basically that I sell was my workshop, but in recorded form, which already one, which I don't have to do anything. So he just took it and cut it nicely and all that, put on a website, has a membership site, and run advertisement, and that's it. And that simple ad hoc project was doing like I don't know, 30,000 a month, without me really having to touch anything on that. So the thing is that a lot of people don't really realize how much of things can be done on the internet, how powerful it can get. I emphasize this a lot is because I can guarantee you people who are watching this right now, 80% of them are still going to be skeptical about it. Okay, 80% of them is going to still think that it cannot work for them, it's not suitable for them. I'm better off doing whatever I'm doing right now, which I got no disrespect for that, but I'm just saying that if only people are willing to take that extra step to really give it a shot. That's all I'm saying. Giving it a shot, try at least 3 times, okay, before you even say that internet doesn't work for you. And I think people who really do this, I think will be fairly surprised with the outcome of it. All right. So I don't know. I that's what I just got to say. I just think that the internet has too much of opportunity out there, and people really are not maximizing it. That's what I can say. I wish Malaysian really know more about this knowledge. I'm trying my best to get to as many people as possible, but I just wish that Malaysian really has my knowledge and not just my knowledge. I mean like digital marketing knowledge and just make the best out of it. All right. So yeah. And you know what, Dato, I I let you choose one person who's watching today, and I'm going to give them access to that training that I do. The 16 speaker from all around the world coming together, 5 days of full training with 16 speakers, 2 hours each, right? Which is over 32 hours of training, all right, for absolutely free of charge for you to choose one person to be given out who is listening to this. As give out to someone who did not attend that class already. Because I can see some people actually attended the class. So you know, you get to choose who you want to give it to. Okay. So it's a
That's
lucky day
great.
for whoever that's listening.
Okay. So I think those who wish to attend for free. By the way, this is not part of the deal. I didn't discuss with Vince at all before this.
Yeah.
So if you want, just maybe you can type I want. Then after this session, then I'll pick a name and pass it to Vince. They just put I want, or me also can put. By the way, Vince, I think I saw another thumbs up from Dato Tony Lui. Dato Tony is immediate past
The
president
big
of
boss.
UMM. The big boss also watching you. Thank you so much. I think, as I said just now, I think this session is all about giving positive vibes to the people around, to share with people with different industry. Okay, so yes, I think Vince has kindly uh, offered a free course for everybody. As I said just now, it's not part of the deal. Or I just invited him to speak. I didn't say that come in and do this. But he has kindly agreed to do that. Whoever watching, if you want, then I'll pass a name to Vince after this. All right, just leave a message. I want or me. Yeah, I see some there.
Also, Dato will pick the who is the lucky one to get it. All right.
Yeah.
But I
So
can say that 16 speaker will teach literally. That's all you need to learn from. All right. You don't even need to go to any other digital marketing class.
yeah. So today I see a lot of good friends joining. From Dato
Giselle,
Marco Sel, Winnie, Mayat Coco, all the way overseas, Cody, Eileen, Sunju, Dixon Tan, Marcus Tan, Jackie Ting, John, Paige Lee, Felix, Suhaimi, Sun Yen, Yi Ying, Cecilian, Jan, Jennifer. A lot of my lawyers are watching as well. No, Diana.
so I should
Eugene
just
is a.
stay quiet or
No, it's okay. I mean, this is sharing. I mean, this one's supposed to be something very casual. So, we just came out with this idea yesterday, actually, and discuss about it.
Yeah.
So, tonight will be Master Chris Leong, 8 p.m.
Yep.
Another friend of ours, Michael Teo from Thriving Talents, he has agreed to do it tomorrow, 8:30 at night. So, yeah. Okay.
I think like for example, what Dato you're doing right now, it's also a way to while it's a sharing method, but you are doing this and you are hosting this, right? It puts you out there and people watch you, and when people watch you, they will resonate with you. Some of them will resonate with you, and then eventually may even get you to be their legal advisor or whatever it is. I'm just saying that I think this is the first time that you're doing Facebook Live, and I know that you were clicking stuff here and there, trying out stuff. All right, but I'm just saying that everyone should just take this first step. That's all I'm saying. All right, so
Yeah.
I just hope that people get this. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people from my industry, we are quite a hard copy person. But I think the younger generation, are start to get a bit more and more into digital. So during this MCO also, I took some time to explore certain things. For example, setting up this entire platform to do stream on live. On the other hand, even the poster also all in-house. The e-poster and other things like our team has also produced a few videos to explain some certain important concept of law which is being discussed frequently at this MCO time. So I think these are a few digital initiatives that we are trying to do at this moment. And to be honest, I think I find it quite fun doing all this. These are, these are things that is beyond me before this. But I think after this MCO, I find that all these are very possible. Then, in fact, I contacted Vince yesterday. Hey, let's do a stream. Then he's like, look at me. Which platform? And I told him, hey, certain platform we can do it. Stream Facebook and yeah, I think it just took us less than 24 hours to make this possible. May not be perfect, but but I think given time, so I think the message is this, if I can do it, I think a lot of people can do it. I'm not I'm quite a hard copy person, but yeah, I think a lot of fun learning, and of course, I think on the other hand, sharing a lot of things online.
Correct. That it is the best time ever right now to leverage on all this technology. Like, who on earth we know 10 years ago, one click of a button you can broadcast yourself. Click of a button you can go on internet. Click of a button it's already made so easy already. I don't think it can be any easier anymore. I mean sorry, it could be, but I'm just saying that it's seriously already get down to so easy already. So I think I'm just emphasizing on one thing only lah. Take action on all these things. All right.
Yeah.
And I really truly believe that digital stuff can really help a lot of people out there.
All right. Okay. Again, thanks for your time, Vince. I know it has been very busy for you since MCO. I think for the first part you were overseas, you came back, you did a self-isolation. But after that, I think in between, I think you didn't waste any time at all, to put all these courses together. I see that, a lot of value is being given to the society, the community as a whole. And I think this knowledge is something we need. And so I'm in fact, I'm quite honored for you to appear here for about 40 over minutes now. Usually, you're quite busy, and it's hard to get your time. But yeah, that's what good friends are for. You see, they call up, then you say, hey, just tell me when. Okay, so again,
who can reject your invitation lah?
All right. So
again, thank you, Dato. Appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Again, thank you so much. Those are watching, and if you you just join in, and you can watch replay later, or you can feel free to share this. I think Vince has shared a few very important tips of going digital, going Facebook Live, like what we are doing now, and about some strategy of doing ad spend. That being the new normal live. From a perspective of the digital marketeer, I think this is only important information for all of us to learn during this period of time. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Thanks, Vince, and thanks everybody watching now and the watched. Okay, again, thank you so much. Okay, have a great day. Stay home and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye.